Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right in a relationship, yet somehow it just didn't work out? Maybe you've been told to be kind, respect her space, or simply be yourself, only to end up feeling confused, frustrated, or even heartbroken. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about attracting women is completely wrong? I'm about to uncover the truth, the hidden weaknesses every woman has. These are things they rarely talk about, but every man absolutely needs to know. Stick around, because this video has the potential to completely change what you thought you understood about dating. Drop a comment saying "I am ready" down in the comments if you were ready to watch until the very end. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of this. Let's be honest, the dating game is stacked and not in your favor. You've probably noticed that the men who seem to get it all right are the ones who break the rules. They understand something most guys don't. Women aren't the logical, rational beings society taught you they were. Their desires, they're based in emotion. And the truth is, even they don't always consciously understand why they're drawn to certain men. That's exactly what I'm breaking down for you today. We're diving into the 10 biggest weaknesses every woman has, and I am going to show you how to use these not to manipulate, but to understand the psychology behind attraction. The goal? To build better, deeper, and more meaningful connections. We're not here to sugarcoat anything. This isn't outdated or watered-down advice. This is raw, it's real, and it's going to hit you hard, so buckle in. Before we get started, hit that like button if you're already feeling the value, and make sure to subscribe for more deep, unfiltered advice that actually works in today's world. And if you really want to support this channel and help us keep delivering this kind of content, consider becoming a channel member. It helps us stay independent and continue making this accessible for as many men as possible. Let's get into the first weakness. Weakness 1, attention. Every woman craves attention, but not just any kind. She wants attention that feels intentional, rare, and meaningful. The kind that makes her feel like she's the only one in the room, even when she knows you have options. But here's the catch. The moment she senses that your world revolves around her, the mystery fades. Your attention has to feel earned. Why? Because what's freely given is rarely valued. It's not about ignoring her, it's about being selective. You're a man with purpose, not a puppy waiting for treats. Weakness 2, emotional stimulation. Women are emotional creatures. They don't just remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. If every interaction with you is predictable, comfortable, and safe, that might sound good on paper, but it's a recipe for boredom. The men who stir emotion, who can spark excitement, tension, and even a bit of chaos, are the ones who stay on her mind. It's not about being toxic, it's about being unforgettable. A roller coaster is scary, but people still line up to ride it. Weakness 3, the chase. Whether she admits it or not, every woman loves the chase. Not because she wants to beg for your attention, but because it validates her own worth when she wins over a man who's not easily impressed. Think about it. If you're too available, too eager, it tells her you have no better options. But when you're composed, detached, and focused on your own path, she can't help but wonder why you're not chasing her like the rest. That curiosity? It's powerful. Weakness 4, masculine energy. Masculine energy isn't about flexing muscles or showing dominance. It's about certainty, direction, and groundedness. When you speak, do you speak with purpose? When you move, do you move with intention? A man who knows who he is and where he's going creates a gravitational pull. She may not consciously know why she's drawn to him, but she feels it. She feels safe in his presence, not because he's soft, but because he's solid. Weakness 5, status perception. Status doesn't always mean money or fame. Sometimes it's how others respond to you, how you carry yourself, or the quiet confidence that says, "I don't need approval." Women are biologically wired to look for indicators of social value. It's evolutionary. If you walk into a room and people take notice, she will too. And if you're the kind of man who's respected by other men, that's an automatic upgrade in her eyes. Weakness 6, mystery. The moment a woman feels like she knows everything about you, the intrigue dies. Mystery isn't about being secretive, it's about being layered. When you're too transparent, too fast, you kill anticipation. She should feel like she's slowly unlocking you, piece by piece. That's what keeps her coming back. Curiosity. Never be the man who lays all his cards on the table. Be the man who reveals just enough to keep her guessing. Weakness 7, emotional control. A man who loses control of his emotions, whether it's anger, jealousy, or desperation, instantly loses value. Women test boundaries not out of malice, but instinct. They want to feel your strength, not just physically, but mentally. If you stay grounded when she's emotional, it tells her you're dependable. If you react wildly, it tells her you're weak. Your calmness in chaos, that's what separates you from the boys. Weakness 8, social proof. She might say she doesn't care what others think, but subconsciously, she notices how people respond to you. Are you the kind of man who earns respect when he speaks? Do people laugh at your jokes, follow your lead, admire your presence? That's social proof, and it hits her hard. If other women desire you and other men respect you, her brain registers it as value. It's primal, and it's powerful. Weakness 9, indifference to her beauty. Most men crumble in front of a beautiful woman. They give compliments, attention, validation, all too easily. But when you treat her beauty as normal, even expected, it unsettles her. She's used to being pedestalized. You, on the other hand, you're not impressed by a pretty face. You've seen plenty. What gets your attention is depth, character, energy. That flips the script. Suddenly, she feels the need to prove herself to you. Weakness 10, scarcity. People don't value what's always available. When you're scarce, not in a manipulative way, but because you're genuinely focused on your goals, your time becomes valuable. She knows you're not sitting around waiting to text back. You're moving, building, evolving. That absence, it creates presence. She starts thinking about you more than you're thinking about her, and that imbalance makes her chase. If you made it this far, you're not just watching, you're evolving. Remember, it's not about playing games, it's about understanding value, yours and hers. Apply what you've learned, stay grounded in your mission, and let your presence speak louder than your words. If this video resonated with you, drop a comment below and let the world know you're moving differently now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another dose of real talk. This is the 100 Quotes, signing off until next time.